a first impression is actually a lot more important than a lot of people realize. You know, such a first interaction or impression that really sticks. It really sticks with everyone that has it. Because you probably already noticed this as yourself. You went through all of the change and you stopped doing all of these bad habits and all of that jazz, but no one really seems to realize as much. Now that a new school year is is going to start, you can actually really change it and you can even optimize it, which you may not want to do, but you might also want to. Because it is very important, that first kind of impression you have. And you know that if you go and your first impression is something like, I like playing Fortnite and I scroll off on TikTok, that's not that was your first impression a year ago. Like when the school year just like started a year ago, right? That was your first impression then, back then. But now, make sure it's not that. You really gonna make sure, but how, like, first think about how you're really gonna say, like, what you're doing. Because, like, oh, well, like, I meditate because I am, I want to elevate my mind and thoughts. I want to view them like clouds on the on a nice and blue sky. Like, what? How are you gonna, like, say what the hell you're doing? Firstly, think about that, right? But secondly, how are you going into the new school year? Are you going there working hard on your business, on your YouTube channel, right? Or are you going there maybe consuming a lot of information because you really want you really want to get stuff, boom, you really want to, like, know every single thing? Or do you want to go there relapsing on the bad habits? You probably know, right? You gotta make sure about that, right? I hope so, at least. Or do you may want to go there on some kind of detox? Also possible, right? You need to decide, right? You're the one to decide, but I really want to focus on, like, you really kind of want to plan it, because my school, they have, like, these first, like, 3 weeks of the school year where you don't really need to, like, work as much. You have a lot of, like, how you call it, like little sessions, but where you do some stuff. But, like, it is kind of like learnful and stuff, but it's not that you sit behind your computer and you go and learn and do some study work. No, it's not like that. It's have a lot of these sessions where you go with, like, a group, and mostly it's not even by the computer, so it's like you learn some new stuff here, and, like, that's might be actually kind of useful, actually, sometimes. That's how our school year starts. So the way I might wanna optimize it is to actually go on some kind of, like, tech-like detox or information detox, like I'm going on now, during that first few weeks, because I'm optimizing that period of time. I'm optimizing it to the fullest extent, because I have 3 weeks of time that I, in school, even not need to use my computer, like, at all, maybe like a couple of hours during these weeks, maybe a couple of hours, right? Maybe 1 day worth of sitting on your computer or some stuff, right? But not any longer. So I want to utilize this. Now, your school might be very, like, normal, but you really want to plan out, okay, what do I want to read? What kind of period do I want to be? Do I want to be grinding out my business? Do I want to be going on some kind of detox? Do I want to... It's really, how do you want to do it? Especially now your kind of, like, first impressions kind of going on to rise, right? It's going to be there, right? But also think about, okay, what are you going to do in the weeks that are going to be before that? So I want to make sure I consume some like social skill books. So what I want to do actually, my plan is kind of to, this week I'm going on a information and tech kind of detox. And then in that next week, I kind of want to do the complete opposite. Some way, I want to consume two books in 1 week. But the books are called How to Make Friends and Influence People, like you probably heard about, and Surrounded by Idiots, which is a very popular Swedish book actually. I'm not from Sweden, but I heard it from a friend. And I'm gonna read these two books in literally 1 week, literally like a bird's view of the book. Like you're really gonna, I'm really gonna read it fast, like not proper. Like I'm not gonna read it properly, as in I'm not gonna do one thing a day. No, I'm gonna really scan through it. But then maybe I want to go again on some kind of detox, because that week school starts, like literally the Friday of that week school starts. So I want to start my school year with me being on like an information detox when I'm literally probably gonna be my fullest, right? And then during that school week, I'm doing these 3 weeks of school where it basically is like learning new people. I want to read these two same social skills books, but then very thorough. So instead of reading 10 principles of how to influence people in 1 day, you read 1 every day, or 2. Boom. Instead of reading like 50 pages of one of these books, you read like 10 every day, and boom. So you're really going to utilize that how your school system works, and how many days you still have left before the vacation hits. But with that information out of the way, and with that planning you need to do, I say goodbye. Till the next one, right?